The first on the list is Uzumaki, translated as the spiral. The story is about a Japanese town that is suffering under a supernatural curse, in which its inhabitants become obsessed about spirals they see everywhere in nature and so on, which leads to extreme obsession or extreme fear and grotesque body transformations. A horror manga by arguably Japan's foremost horror manga artist, Junji Ito, and this being arguably his most popular work. In the first look, I thought to myself, what could be so scary about spirals? And Ito successfully made them scary by using a lot of psychological tricks and highlighting the human experiences. Here is one example I will talk about. Uzumaki follows the story of Kirie Goshima and Chushi Saito, two high school sweethearts living in the rural Japanese town of Kurozu-sho. Shushi's father is the first victim of the curse, becoming so consumed with the spiral that he kills himself by forcing his body to twist into a large tube. Shushi then loses his mother, who develops a deep phobia of spirals and destroys her body in a frantic attempt to rid herself of them. She is taken to the hospital when she cuts off her hair, tips of her fingers because there are spirals in her fingerprints. The scene is basically a panic chase for her son to keep his mother from finding out that one of the inner ear bones is a spiral. It ends horrifically. It was one of the most effective little horror stories that I've ever seen and read. The second on the list is Bleach. Bleach has had a pretty long run as far as a shonen anime. The manga series started in 2001, whereas the anime adaptation began 3 years later in 2004. Its popularity made it one of the shonen big three, a position it held together with One Piece and Naruto. The Bleach manga, written by Tite Kubo, completed its serialization in 2016, but the anime was cancelled after the Fullbringer arc in 2012. Fans like me were naturally devastated, and I hope that Bleach will eventually animate the Thousand Year Blood War. And here we are finally. The Thousand Year Blood War arc was divided into 4 courses of 13 episodes each. The first 2 courses, titled The Blood Warfare and The Separation, have already finished airing and they have met the expectations. The new animation from the studio was on point, plus they added some new details that wasn't on the manga, and they did it in the best way possible. The third part is already live, started on October 5th, 2024. I can't really wait to see the rest of the Thousand Year Blood War arc animated, even if I have to wait a couple more years. This is the end of the video. Hit the subscribe and like button and wait me for part 2.